welcome to my game channel for no reason. I had an idea to play some games in a different way, and when I had that idea and I started setting up for it, right after the new year, my computer died. It just completely crashed and died, and I thought I had lost some things that I had written to over the past year plus. Luckily, my husband was able to retrieve everything. It took a while because, I don't know, I was working off of a Surface, for anyone who doesn't know. I use my cell phone and I use my Surface laptop, which now I'm kind of just using my husband's. So kind of doing a workaround in regards to recording this because I do prefer editing on my phone. Sorry about that, I hit the mouse. I want to reminisce and play some Super Mario World. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat my ass off with the disclaimer that the games that I'm going to be cheating with, for the most part, I've beaten them before without cheating. All right, now I guess I'm just going to start a brand new file. I'll tell you what kind of cheat codes I'm using. There's a stay big when hit, but you have to get big to begin with. There's a stay big when you fall, but you have to get big to begin with. There's unlimited timer. There's invincible, meaning you have a continuous star, but actually it's not continuous. And then there's a float jump, and then there's unlimited jumps. If you mess with the first two letters of the original Game Genie jump code, they do very different things. If you play around with those two, you will get all sorts of strange jumps. We used to do that all the time when I was younger. If anyone is wondering also why these don't look like Game Genie codes, it's because it converts them after you put them in here. I don't know if this is Pro Action Replay. I'm not sure, but either way, I'm going to show you what Invincible looks like because I'll show you what this looks like. Look how sparkly. Oh, and look at in the top left what you're all sparkly and shiny. You're always sparkly and shiny when you have this coat on up there. As you can see, I'm sparkly, but I want to show you something. And it's dying down, and it's, see, do you see that? You can actually get hit in that little spot. Something we discovered very early, but you know, I'm just gonna do this because I can't be bothered. This is me cheating my ass off. If you press the jump button again on your way down, on any platform you're on, you can do this. Have to keep your finger down on the jump button the whole time. I also have my finger down on the run button before I jumped, you know, otherwise you're doing it slow. Like if I just jumped and then press jump again now, you're stuck in slow motion. You gotta do it beforehand. On your way down, just hold on to it. That way you can do things like this. Just cheese the game out a little bit. There you go. Sparkles. Once I get that, I should stay big now. Uh-oh. Is it not mapped? This setup is a little janky. I have a good controller, but it's really old. I'm pretty sure it's over 20 years old. I'm not joking. Hey, how you doing? You know, let's try for work with this. You gotta work with something. You gotta work with something. Sometimes it takes a second, and it's just like, wait, what? Did you press something? Oh, you did. You did press something, didn't you? You sure did. There you go. And that's another thing that happens. You see the second number? We used to kind of play this a silly game with ourselves to see if we could figure out what the second number was. Okay, so I just beat that real quick because, like, everyone knows what that's like. Yoshi's Island 3. Really? Woo! Oh my goodness, it's so difficult. This is so difficult. There are some levels that you have to kind of go down and do some things, especially if you want to get the multiple endings. My biggest memory about playing this game is when cousins of mine were going to Disney. My brother wanted to get out of the house, so they were allowing him to like house sit or something. And because he was house sitting and I was sharing a room with my sister and we were just sick of each other, you know. You don't want to be in the same room anymore. I asked him if I could stay in his room while he was at my cousin's house. And he said sure. So what I did was I played this game in his room and played the crap out of it because I was the kid who looked through all the manuals and everything just to find stuff out, to look at backstories and just to see the different models of all the creatures and all the characters. The one that I remember first was Legend of Zelda, and I remember just the images and the story and me thinking, wow, this is really cool. Yeah, let me just beat this real quick, alright? I don't think these can really hurt me. There are some things that can hurt still. But not really, because obviously I'm still staying big, as stated previously. I'll just wait. Look at my face. All my stars are just messing my face up. I'm still shiny. See how shiny? I forgot. There you go, red dot. I read in the book, I think it was, that the red dots meant that there were 2 different ways to beat a level. Once I found that out, I was just like, wow. If you get this 2 endings for that ghost house, one of them leads to the pipe that's to the right of it, and one of them leads to a star that's underneath it. And that was the first time I got to Star World. It was almost like a choose your own adventure, even though you want to beat everything. It doesn't really matter. You just want to get everything. So what ended up happening is when I discovered that you could do that, I 100%ed as close as I could the game without a game genie at all. We didn't have one, and then when we did get one, I absolutely cheated and we absolutely played with the jump code, and it was just fun. So I'm gonna mess around with the other jump code now just to show you what that looks like, because that one is horrendous. It's called Unlimited Jumps, and it says even when you're falling. But let me show you what that looks like. I was just holding the jump button. This is me holding the jump button. The other thing is when you just press it once, that you tap it. This is tapping. Oh, I could keep doing this even if I'm falling. So this is how I'm gonna play the game. Oh, hi, hello, hi. It is not acceptable. I'm sorry. No. 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 You could jump normally. Like, you could just... If you just press it, it's... Like, it just goes. But if you don't hold it, you're fine. You just jump. Oh, yeah. The main problem with this code is this. Because if you accidentally hold the button... There have been definitely times when we've accidentally jumped past, and... Wow. I don't know why I'm doing the middle one each time. Well, see? That's what I was talking about. It's like, nope. Yeah, it didn't want to give me any. I failed. Do this. Boop. Just have to wait for it to run out. Okay, so but here, you know, because of this jump affords you a way to kind of cheat a little bit. And we used to love doing this. Wow. Reset. Let's try this one. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? I have Star Road, but like, where's the first one? Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? I didn't do these? I was just gonna say what ends up happening if you wait in Awesome World. Because it's like, if you know the song, then eventually you hear, I don't know if anyone's waited long enough to do that, because if you do, it's really cute. It does that. And just wanted to share if you've never done that before in Awesome World. The thing with these cheat codes is when you have the time stopped, there's a level that particularly depend. I think it's in Chocolate World or something like that. Chocolate Mountains, whatever they're called. I forgot. I think it's Choco something. Whenever you go to this one specific world, there's two different ways to complete it. I think it depends on the time that you have left, how many enemies you killed or coins you collect, something like that. So if the time doesn't go down, you can't get an alternate route. You just can't. But that one has certain criteria for what stage you're going to see next when you go into it, and it's just interesting. Super Mario did try to do some interesting things in this one. Another thing that you can't do is you can't beat Bowser at the end if you have the invincibility on, because if you try to jump on those things that he throws out of his contraption, I don't know what that's called. Oh my gosh, it was probably in the book too. But if you try to jump on them, you can't because you're invincible. So they just die and you can't pick them up to throw them at him. So then you can't beat the game, because if you try to jump on him, it doesn't work. I don't remember why. I don't remember if something weird happens if he just pushes you off. I just know that you can't kill him that way. It doesn't work. That's all I have for this episode, or this issue, or this entry of cheating my ass off. And I hope you enjoyed it. We've beaten this game so many times, but it was just fun to do certain things and to challenge ourselves, and to challenge ourselves to see like how slick we could do certain things, even if it had nothing to do with the time or anything, because I'm one of those people who doesn't care about being quick and speedy. My synapses don't fire that quickly. I just have to sit and ruminate for a second. I have to sit and stew sometimes. So with games, I like to take it easy. The more there are outside anxieties and things like that, the less I like the time anxieties in video games. I'm one of those people. And I hope this was a fun video for anybody. Distraction, nostalgia. There's some games that I really like that there's no reason for people to play it, because they're either not great to play or they're difficult for the wrong reasons, and that's another reason for cheating my ass off. Have a great day, and I'll see you next. I'm not going to give a weekday to this. I'm not going to give anything to this. I'm just going to do this when I'm able to and I feel like it, you know? I think it's important to sometimes not put unnecessary pressure on yourself when you're feeling it, when you're just feeling it, you know? Have a good one, and bye.